Well, Sarah, I want to know more about the Russian-Chinese relationship. This is the one thing I wanted to deep dive with you
Ah,
because
my expertise, finally.
there you go. But right now, Russia has it bad. It has a triple header of issues. It has sticky inflation, growth is stagnant, and the economic or the trade policy, specifically oil prices. We mentioned them in passing, but right now they're selling at about what, $34, $36 a barrel? And that's without taking into consideration concessions for the Chinese or the Indians.
And high Russian production costs because they can't modernize their facilities.
Yeah, because of the sanctions. So, how much is Russia reliant on China at this point without the
I don't know
statistics?
what the data is. That must be highly secret. Russia has, well, the Soviet Union lost its, not all of its empire, but an awful lot of it. And then China plopped the Belt Road Initiative right there, which is a Chinese bid to take over that empire. And then China, this is the real positive about China. They have no interest in a petroeconomy, right? Because they don't have enough. And so they are going to be the big movers and shakers in the green revolution. And that will be positive for all of us since the United States is apparently not interested in these things anymore. And China has a mass market for creating green energy sources that it needs itself. And it's been rapidly developing these things. So that is very positive, but it suggests that while oil is going to remain important because you need to use it for certain things, it's not going to be the only energy. It has lost its centrality as the energy source forever. The way coal lost its centrality when you get the oil revolution, and now we're going to go to the next phase, which will be tremendously important. So Russia's problem is it's blown its opportunity to take this period of high oil prices to really make enduring investments. Its leaders were all operationally focused, me staying in power. That's what Vladimir Putin's done very successfully. Instead of how can I make Russia itself more prosperous? And also, the guy isn't well educated, so he knows all his KGB stuff and knows how to send Wagner groups in to cap other people. That would be, and also disinformation. Boy, the Russians are good at that. They've been excellent at it ever since the Bolsheviks, understanding how to use printed word podcasting now, everyone's social media accounts to stir things up. They're all good at that stuff. But fundamentally, it's not making Russia more prosperous. And then with the Ukraine war, a whole bunch of people your age left, right? And they were some of the most promising people Russia had. And now when you're throwing out your business partners from sixth floor windows, it's going to make people even more. How can you be innovative in a country like that? You can't be. So Russia's toast. I can't imagine. Well, Vladimir Putin's going to keep just doubling down till he dies. Obviously, he'll die, as we all will. Who knows whether it'll be like Stalin, where the guy goes thud in the next room and no one opens the door until they go, he must be dead by now. We can now open the door. Literally, and who knows if the story is really true or whether someone put something interesting in his kasha that morning. Unknown.
No, but I think that's true. There was the
And then there's going to be a leadership struggle, right? A real fight, no holds barred fight for who becomes the next one, and the next one will take a good deal of time to consolidate their power. And this is the problem with dictatorships. They're incredibly inefficient. They blow through wealth. They suppress growth because no one can be assured that their work, that they'll actually benefit from it, right? There is no rule of law. It's just the despot's law. Whoever they want to kill, that's it. Also, unlike China, Russia doesn't have this vibrant commercial tradition. China always has had one. Since the Silk Road, China's been producing manufacturers, state-of-the-art manufacturers that everyone has coveted. It used to be silks and porcelains manufacturers of those days. And now it's just all manner of appliances and things. I'm sure you've got some in your flat, and they're very good, right? So Russia's toast. They're back to the Mongol yoke. and their only way out of it would be to pull themselves out of Ukraine, pay some reparations, and get back into Europe. That's never going to happen.